look what is on the chopping block today. This is my challenge piece for October, where we had to do a puddle pour, monochromatic, and then use a fork. It was not good. Let's just be honest. It was bad. In case you want to see me watch this very strange outcome of a painting I had, I will link it. I can't imagine anybody looks at that and says, ooh, I want to see how she did that, but just in case, I'll link it. And I suppose it's possible somebody out there is having a really bad day and wants to watch somebody else having a really bad day. Well, it was a really bad day. Anytime I'm painting, it's not a bad day. But anyway, if you want to watch that for fun. But yeah, it needs to be painted over. So I have a different color palette for me than what I normally do. It's not at all, I don't think I've ever done anything with these colors. So I have this Pearl X powder. It's called Scarlet. It's pretty orange. I have it mixed, and there's Floetrol in the mix, so it's not quite as light as that when it dries. So I love the color it is when it's mixed with the Floetrol, but it's a little bit more orangey. It's beautiful though, isn't it, mixed? So I mixed, what I did, I mixed some of this with straight gloss medium and varnish. And then I added Floetrol and water to that. Gloss medium and varnish by itself will craze if you pour with it. So I definitely needed to add some Floetrol. So it's gloss, but I started off by mixing the powder with the gloss medium and varnish, and then just added the Floetrol to that. So, and then I have, this is Purple Iris. Where is my bottle of Purple Iris? Did I get it? Oh, here it is. Purple Iris, Wild Iris, I apologize. That is Wild Iris. And it's kind of a pretty, almost a reddish purple. I don't know, did I put water in this one? That is really thick. I know I did. That might have been too much. Okay, so that's better. And then what I did, I don't think there's any silicone in this one. I may do that. Although there isn't everything else, so, but I think I'll do that. What I did with the white, the purple, and the gold, the other color I have is gold. I'm all over the map here today. This is pure gold. And what I did with the white, the gold, and the purple, I sprayed the container with silicone, wiped it down just a little bit with a paper towel so it wasn't like, you know, covered in silicone. It's just this blaster spray. And then I mixed my paint right in there. And as you can see, the way the paint acts in the cup, sort of, yeah, that there's silicone residue in the cup. I did that kind of accidentally once and kind of liked the outcome, so I didn't accidentally spray it, but I had a cup that I had used for silicone to use little droplets of, and I mixed my paint in there and thought, ooh, whoops, but it kind of looked neat. So what I am going to do, boy, I really am all over the place. My other colors are mixed with a mixture of half Floetrol, half gloss medium and varnish, and then water to thin. So I am going to add just a little bit of silicone to this orange. But I'm going to do it with a pipette because I don't want a whole bunch. So spritz a little of that into a jar. There we go. Pipette. I'll probably just do 2 drops. 1, 2. And let's do 3. Okay. So the other thing I'm going to do that I've not done before, because I want to do a flip cup, but I don't want to have to tilt a ton. So I'm going to put it in this styrofoam cup bowl, It has a wide opening, so, and I just want to do one. I don't want to do several. I just want one. I think it stays a little less busy that way. And for what I'm going for today, that's kind of what I want. So I'm going to put all in here and lift. I have my, where did I put it? I have my little mixed media paper for on the corners to try and keep, well, I should have folded that the other way. Let's do it this way. No, I guess that's not going to make any difference. To try and keep most of the paint on the canvas because I don't have a ton of extra paint mix today. I think I have enough to cover, but I don't have a ton of extra. Sometimes I have plenty of extra, and I am knocking this table. Sometimes I have plenty of extra to play with, and I don't think I have that luxury. So, okay, so what I'm going to do all the white on the bottom. Going to put all the white in at once. And then I'll put the other colors in. And because this is a wide, it's a wide container, I also don't want my colors to be completely separate. So I have the most of the orange, so I'm going to do that one first. I think I'm going to do it like just offset it just a hair bit from the center. Yeah, I have a lot of this, so I hope it looks good when it's dry. I've never quite done it this way. I've used this powder in a pour before, but I didn't mix it like this, so we'll see what we get, and I'll be sure to show you the dried result. And then let's do purple, and then we'll do the gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the center and kind of go out this way with my purple. And my gold. I might do my gold. I might keep my golds just right. Might just do my gold all right in the center. Let's see what happens. I only have so much control anyway, right? It's my excuse. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, actually liking these colors. Okay, out of the way, out of the way. Okay, so flip cup. Should I mix it just a tiny, tiny bit? Just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Ooh, it's like, I like the way that gold is going into that purple. It's just, oh, look how pretty that is. Okay. I love that purple with that gold. Okay. I really like these little, these are just baby food lids, and I really like them, but they do slide. I may need to get some, I don't know, something, because they make for, they're not too high. They do slide around. Whoa, like that's gonna slide around. Get this on here. Okay, make sure it's in the camera. There we go. Remove my silicone. Give it a minute. I can see it kind of going down the sides. I did not think about that it has to seep. I'm gonna pause it because I'm gonna let this sit for a good little bit. Okay, so I went out to grab a sip of Coca-Cola and maybe try and sneak a piece of Halloween candy for my kid's stash, and my 1-year-old woke up. So this has been sitting for about 20 minutes. I had to get him settled back in bed. I had not planned on letting it sit that long, but nothing is seeping out. I was sitting out there thinking, oh my gosh, the paint's going to be seeping out all over the place, but it didn't. So I guess we'll lift and see. I'm hoping this white paint fell because I can see it almost looks like it just kind of stuck to the edges. I have a flat bottom stir stick that I will use to get it out if it's you know, not out. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. There is quite a bit of white, so I may, let's just see what happens when we tilt first. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Safe place for that. Okay. Let's see what happens. The gold seems to be disappearing somewhere. Oh, I love the way that purple is just kind of bleeding into the white. Okay, let's tilt back this way. I do not think I have a ton of paint, so try and just not lose any off the edges too much. I want it to go over the edge, but I can sort of make that happen after I get the canvas covered. I'm not going to go quite to the corner either, actually. Okay, tilt back this way. There, my gold is kind of peeking through the purple. On paint. My white is, I don't know, I think it must be a little old. I mentioned in my last video that mixing it, I was having a little trouble getting it to mix without being grainy. And I don't know, it's looking grainy on here. I think I haven't had it that long. It must have been on the shelf for a while. Okay. Might need to help this along a little bit. I said it sat for a while. Oops, that's not gonna work. Okay. I'm gonna be done tilting. See if I can't. Don't want an obvious wipe just in one spot. Ooh, that's kind of neat. Look at that. Woo. It's kind of neat, actually. Try and bring that. Okay, I'm going to grab one of these. Let's wipe this corner here. Okay, let's see. Bring some of this into right here. Oh, this bowl, I didn't plan on it being slippery, but it's shiny and slippery. Probably needed about 2 more ounces of paint. It's okay, because it is almost completely covered. I have some left in here to get this corner. And I'll take a look and see, let's see what I've got going on, what I need to fix. I do wish the gold was showing up more. Okay. don't have a lot extra. It's pretty thin on the canvas here. Okay, let's see though. I do have enough purple to get this corner here. One right there where it's thin. Let's see if I have enough white to get this corner over here. I do have some gold. Do I have enough? I might drizzle some gold because I'd like a little bit more. I just really didn't give myself enough paint on this one. Been doing so much small stuff lately. Guess I was just focused on little amounts of paint. Okay. The side isn't covered at all. What I'm gonna do is take my little paper, cover the sides. See if that's gonna work. Once everything's covered, I'll see if there's any playing I can do with it, or if the paint's just too thin and I've got what I got. This is not attractive, I don't think, at all. So, let's see what we can do. Oop. Let's go this way a little bit, because I love that purple and gold. Getting a little movement, not much. This one might take some drastic measures because I really don't like the composition. I don't like this. The only area I'm really happy with is this. I do not like the way white is so grainy. I think my white is just getting old. So let's see what to do. Do we swipe? I think maybe that's what I'll do. Get a clean, the bigger stir sticks. This way maybe. I do not have a lot of paint though, so swiping is going to have to be really gentle. Okay, now that's pretty. Okay, let's wipe this off. See what happens when I go this way. Okay, that's kind of cool. Swipe to save the day, I think, this time. Except, oh, what is that chunky thing? What I might do is do this spot over. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so let's do some purple right here. I have a lot. Okay. And let's do the rest of my gold. I love the way that gold is looking. that Wild Iris, and this Pure Gold is a winner of a combination. Lost all my pigment powder, but that's right in there a little bit, but that's about it. Okay. I am gonna wipe, no, I'm gonna get a new stick just to be safe. Let's use one. This is an awkward spot to swipe for me anyway. Okay. I missed a spot. Okay. Need a small piece, using a lot of swiping tools, but I missed that spot right there. And there we go. Just need to go around. I might use, here's my paintbrush. Make sure I don't have any green showing, which I do right in here. I'm just going to kind of tappity tap tap with my paintbrush. Edges. Make sure everything on the edges is covered. I have some drips I can use to do the sides. Should have had more paint. Lesson learned on that one. As I was, well, should have been a lesson I didn't need to learn, because I was at that point where I was like, I don't think I have enough. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe this off, and I'm going to use, what do I have? I'd like to swipe one more time right there, but not with anything. I really don't want to use a piece of wood. Let's see. There you go. Okay, you know what? Let's stand back, and I kind of like that. I might like it better if it had more ribboning instead of everything going in one direction. I don't want to fix that spot right there. But since I don't have a lot of paint to work with, I am this will do it for me. I'm going to be okay with it because I don't have enough paint to work, you know, to work too much with it. So I am going to fix this corner here though, real fast. This is really just an awkward spot, so I'm not doing a very good job on my swipe on this corner. Okay, a little bit of white or green showing from that other one. Okay, there is a little bit of the orange showing right in here. It's kind of cool. I don't see any more green. So, I love the purple. I love the gold. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I like it. I like the colors, and I kind of do like the stripes. So, do a close-up here real quick. And then I'll be back when it's dry. It is kind of neat. It's not what I was expecting, so I'm going to have to sleep on it. See what I think about it in the morning. Let me know what you guys think. That's kind of cool right in there. See, I wish I could have done some ribboning in with the swiping. If I would have had more paint, I would have played with it a little bit more. But overall, I'm happy, other than it all going the same direction. And I kind of like it because there's a big focus right in here where that gold is. And I kind of like that. So we'll see what it does overnight while it dries. We'll see it in just a minute. Okay, it has been about a week. And it is obviously dry. It's been dry for several days. And I just kind of kept looking at it and peeking at it, and I really love, I wish some more had shown up, where the pigment powder showed up. I love that little brightness, and with the purple and the white, I think it's really pretty. But and there's some other areas that I think are really, really pretty. But when I finally just put it on the wall and walked away from it and sat down and kind of lived with it for a little bit, it just kind of looked like a mess. There wasn't anything eye-catching or, you know, really lovely about it. It just kind of looked like a mess on the wall. So after I take some pictures of some of those really pretty areas, it's going to go in my repour pile, which is just fine. Canvases can be repoured on. I do want to get some good pictures with my husband's camera and see if maybe one of these days I can figure out how to do prints, because even the worst pours have some gorgeous areas that are worthy of turning into prints. So we'll see about that. Don't forget to hit like if you like the video and subscribe with the little notification bell if you want to see when my videos pop up. And we will see you next time. Happy pouring!